Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur, the Cerebral Palsy Vigilante, Zachary Fenell, and you are watching Making of a Memoir, my video series documenting the hard work involved in writing and self-publishing a book. Today is Monday, March 28th, and while you haven't heard from me for Making of a Memoir in a while, I have been busy going through the edits from my proofreader. So this is the proof copy I had given to my proofreader, and inside are the notes for me. So I've been going through them about halfway through her edits. I'm really hoping to have the chance to pick up steam this week and knock out the rest of the half. I was just in the midst of, doing that, and I came up with an example of a lot of it's just little tedious things, like this sentence right here. Similarly, training after work lacked appeal. I cannot emphasis enough the physical nature my position demanded. And as my proofreader points out, that shouldn't be emphasis, that should be emphasized. So I'm about to make that change and just continue. A lot of it's been commas, wrong word choice here and there. And so, yes, you'll hear from me more in a little bit. I am checking in for Tuesday, March 29th. I'm about to head to work, so I figured I'd record a quick update before doing that. And the quick update is today I went through 3 chapters of final edits, making these little changes, adding commas where the commas are supposed to be, changing up words a little bit, making it, when I had talked about weaved, these certain things were weaved together, and my proofreader suggested wove instead, and sounds much better once placed in the sentence. So it's nothing too complicated. It's just when you have 366 pages of edits to go through, it's going to take time. Right now, I'm on page 250. So I'm a little over 2/3 of the way through through my proofreader's edits. The plan is, if I can knock out 3 to 4 chapters over the next 3 days, I also did 3 chapters yesterday. If I can knock out 3 to 4 chapters over the next 3 days, I'll have all my final edits completed by the weekend. So stay tuned. My final edits are slowly progressing. I am on page 283 of 366. The goal is to be through all my proofreader's edits sometime Friday. This is an update on Slow and Cerebral for Thursday, March 31st, 3:23 in the afternoon. Pretty soon I'm going to be switching gears to focus on getting ready for work. My goal has essentially been 3 chapters a day. I did get 2 lengthier chapters gone through and made the final edits that my proofreader gave me to this point. So I got 2 chapters down. The 3rd chapter is only 6 pages. I don't have time to do it before work. As long as I'm feeling up to it after work, though, I will knock out those 6 pages to bring me to that fulfilling. Look at all these words. Do they even make sense all strung up together? I don't know. So what happens when you're just going through doing final edits page after page? Essentially, the point is two of the chapters of my three chapter goal are done. The third chapter is a shorter one, so there is hope I will get it done tonight. All right, I hit my goal for the day, getting through 3 chapters of final edits. Tomorrow I should be able to finish my final edits. Good morning, Friday, April 1st, closing to 10 o'clock in the morning. I've got 46 pages left of final edits to get through. Altogether, that's 4 chapters and then like a 3-page epilogue. So let's go. Hello again. Still Friday, April 1st. I have 2 pages left of my final edits. And instead of just going through them on my own and recording an update, I thought I would actually turn the camera on and you could watch as I do these final 2 pages. You can see what I've explained, what I've been doing the past week or like the last since March 13th. But at the same time, I just kind of documenting. I want to kind of show that process. So here we are. This is the proof copy I gave my proofreader, back with her notes in there. And I'm on page 365, looking at some things. Some of these things are just making sure the numbers are written in a way that are in agreement with Chicago style. And that rule would include writing out numbers under 100. So on mile 21 should actually be mile 21 written out. Another number situation. It's been a large part of it. So 17 miles in, 17. I've actually had so you can't see my screen, but I got 2 documents. I have a Kindle version and I have a paperback version. So I had to make changes to both documents, which just makes like doubles the workload, but that's all right. Single digits, another shouted, and then here's where my proofreader is showing after that. So let's get to that point here. You got this. Single digits, another shouted. Single digits. The comment echoed in my head. Proofreaders pointed out that after that quote of single digits, I should have a comma. I made that change on the Kindle version. Now we head over to the paperback version. Do the same thing. I think there's nothing else from this page. Last page. All right, so here's where my proofreader is kind of looking for clarity. She's, the sentence, I'm playing off a tweet that the race posted while I was doing the race. We have an at Zachary Fenell sighting at the Towpath Marathon. That guy keeps going and going and going. Playing off of that, I write, going, I went to until I crossed the finish line to become a 2-time marathoner. And my proofreader has, I went to, in parentheses, and just wrote, huh? So I'm thinking of maybe just going and going. Kept going and going and going until I crossed the finish line to become a 2-time marathoner. Yeah, that does sound better. I think there's just weird. I know what I was doing there, what I was going for, but I think the mix of tense doesn't really make it work. So going until I cross, going and going and going until I cross the finish line to become a 2-time marathoner. So let's paperback. Let's make that change as well on the Kindle version. Going until I cross the finish line to become a 2-time marathoner. The second time. So first this time. Yeah, that's all of 20. Here's where, because it's a finishing time, I would actually write it out. 10 hours, 7 minutes, and 55 seconds. So let's go back here to finished in 10:07:55. Then take the spelling of that time away. Save. Switch over to the Kindle, or that is the Kindle version. Switch over to the paperback version and do the same thing. Finishing in 10:07:55. Finishing in 10. Save that. All right, so that takes care of the final edits. I am that much closer now to having the book ready to be published. The Kindle version, there's still some formatting involved that I need to take care of, and just I've made the changes I need to make in the Word documents. Now I gotta go back and convert those Word documents to new PDFs to upload the updated manuscript to Amazon. And these are all things you'll see me do in a future episode of Making of a Memoir. Thank you for continuing to watch the process as I started with Slow and Cerebral as a book idea in my mind, wrote out the book, and have been preparing for self-publishing since. This month in April, we'll be hitting the publishing button. So stay tuned for the next episode of Making of a Memoir as we continue the journey. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, leave them in the comments. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up button to show you liked today's video. And until next time, remember, don't blend in, blend out.